Okay, so lighting has changed a little bit from last time because I don't have enough lights and it's annoying to move it like around the place. I got like overhead lights in the basement right now, but it's way too harsh and my big ass forehead it is just glares and I really don't want to emphasize it more than it already is naturally. But getting on to the topic of this video, as you can probably see by that, the worst feeling in the world is when you get a bad haircut. As you can see, in my opinion, it's not an opinion, it's the objective truth. It's an awful haircut that makes me just want to just kidding. Kind of. When I got back from it, I was pissed. I was tearing up and I was screaming into a pillow. I was livid. So, for context, I recently just graduated college. Yay. Recently just graduated. I moved back home. I was living in Cincinnati. Now I'm back in Columbus. I have not had a stylist or a barber here since the one that I had like sophomore year of college. She moved away. She did me right. God, I miss her every single time I go in to get a haircut. So I've been like jumping around trying to find somebody who can do my hair steady. So I kind of found one in Cincinnati. It was like a Bishop's or something. They didn't always do me right. Same thing was named Sam. If you go there, I highly recommend her. She's awesome. Cut my hair right. She would do this like kind of experimental like chippy choppy thing with it I've never seen done before. Made it look great. My best haircut that I've ever gotten, because like I'm weird. When I like to get a haircut, I go from whatever I have at the time to short. I don't keep a consistent look because I just kind of go, I don't want to say tactical because that sounds pretentious and well, tactical sounds like a right wing idiot. But I just kind of go like, well, screw it, money wise, let's save money. I get one haircut and I just make it last and let it grow back out. Normally lasts like 2-3 months. The more protein I take in, I didn't know it kind of affects it. Like the protein shakes and stuff I'm doing for the gym now are hair's going back like crazy, which is good and bad. Good now for this scenario, obviously, because God knows I hate this. So basically, worst feeling in the world is when you are sitting in that chair. So I went to a new guy, and I'm there. My mom highly recommends him. So I'm like, all right, screw it. Like I need someone to cut my hair. My mom recommends him. Then maybe it'll be good. Me and my mom don't have the same kind of hair. The only people that have the same kind of hair in my family is me and my dad. But my dad goes to sports clips or great clips or something like that. And I'm not going to that. Not in some pretentious way, but I've always never gotten a good haircut there. The worst haircut I got before this one was when I was very little. I was very little, and my mom took me to get a haircut. She's like, where do you normally go? I was like, I go to sports clips, because I was like 10. It's like I thought I was cool. I want to watch football. I want to watch sports as I get my haircut. We're sitting there, we're waiting in line, and they call us up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to be a big boy, a big man. I was horribly scared too. My mom was just being, helping me. She like sends me up to do it on my own. They're like, what's the name for it? I go, Philip Elliott. I'm like scared. And they go, oh, we have a name here for Phil Elliott. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm like 10 years old. No one's like, the only time I've ever been called Phil is like by a teacher going, do you go by Phil? Which no one did. I was PJ at the time. I should have taken that as a hint, but I was like, oh yeah, that's me. So I go in, I get my hair done, they cut it. I was wearing glasses at the time, so I couldn't see what was happening because I am very, very blind if I don't have contacts or glasses in. So they're cutting my hair and I cannot see what they're doing. I put my glasses on and go, this doesn't look right. So I get out there. My mom picks me up. She pays for it. She's even holding back a smile. We get back in the car. Like I already can kind of tell it's a bad haircut because at the time I didn't really care about how I looked. I wore shorts every single day. I was that kid. If it was snowing out, it was the greatest thing in the world to wear shorts because I thought every girl was going to want to talk to me. That's a lie. They don't. Or they talked about me. It was just, who the hell is that kid that wears the shorts? It's like, yeah, that was me. I thought it would get me laid in high school. It did not. It did not. It did the opposite. No, that was also other things, like having the chin strap, facial hair. Also just not talking to girls. That doesn't help. But so I get in the car, and my mom is just laughing her ass off, and I'm like, what is it? She's like, you got your dad's haircut. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, they said Phil Elliott and you agreed. I was like, you didn't say anything. She's like, I thought you would know. And I'm just sitting there just sad because I know for the next X amount of time, I get to school, all my friends are flaming me. Fucking Pinhead Larry telling me I should be wearing a hat. You can't wear a hat in high school. My head's too big to wear a hat. I look even worse in a hat than I do with the hair that I had, but it was just awful. We have similar hair. We don't have similar shaped heads. So I go to this, but back to the main story, the story of this haircut. I go to the new guy, and I am like been asking my mom beforehand and like trying to like get as much information as I can to way to describe what it is that I want, because I want to get that good baseline. So I basically am sitting there and I have a picture presented. I'll show the picture here and probably just keep it up because that's a good picture. You know, that's like a you put that on like dating app profiles, and then they a bit of a catfish. But you know, my best angle is from the top coming down. That's why the camera is a little bit higher. But you know, the issue with being tall is literally nobody will ever see me from this angle unless they're in the NBA or are they are in Amazonian. That's a joke, kind of. You know, if you're out there though. No, I'm kidding. But so the biggest issue is that like I'm scared. Like obviously I'm nervous, so I present all this information and stuff for them. I want as much details I can give. So I show them the picture, and I'm like, this is exactly what I want, which is, as you can see in the photo, it's short on the sides, but it's longer on top. I explained that like for me, look directly at the camera and you can see how big the egg head is and how bad the haircut is. I hate it when they bring the buzz all the way up to like above the curve of my head, because it just makes my head look even more round. I prefer when they keep it like straight and a little more boxy. So this area right here is filled in. That is always what I try to ask for. And in the past, like, yeah, I admit I've sucked at asking for it. I suck at communicating, you know, blame it on Asperger's. But I've learned to get better. So I show in the picture. I explain what I want, and I say specifically what I don't want is when they take this trim, the buzz, all the way up and past that point so it shows the curve of the head. Lily was making a joke. I was like, I got a super big round head. I don't want it to look round. He jokes and says, yeah, I got the same issue. And I'm like, okay, cool. So immediately, the guy starts messing with my hair. He's flaming me for the dandruff. Ever since moving back to Columbus, my hair has been doing awful with it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the water. Don't know what it is. It is destroying my scalp, and I have had the worst dandruff I've ever had in my life. I've had it like back in the day for a little bit when I was like sitting over the fryers at work every day, and even then it wasn't this bad. Like this is just terrible here. No idea what it is. I have to do like certain stuff for it. I'm annoyed. So he's flaming me for that. So I'm like, all right, dude, you're kind of being like annoyed. I was like, that's rude, but you know, whatever. So then he starts talking about the texture of my hair. And this was the first warning sign, because I should have just been like, okay, no, dude, I don't know if you're, because he was like, I don't know if that's possible with your haircut, your hair, the cut that you want. I'm like, I've never had this issue before. No one's ever said anything about this. Like, this is my internal monologue, like, what the fuck are you talking about? I should have just stepped up and been like, nah, man, okay, you obviously don't think you can do this. I'm leaving. Like, I should have just packed up the bags and gone home. Hindsight's 20/20, though. So, this man whips out the trimmers, and this, I think, is, like, the worst feeling in the world of when you're watching them start that haircut and you see them whip out those trimmers, because with those trimmers, they are the scariest thing, because it's literally, if they mess it up, you're done for. So I watch him do it, puts it right up against my temple right here, and I'm just like, please God, don't. I was like, okay, dude. Okay, first one, how you gonna do it? You gonna do me right? Are you gonna be wrong? Just immediately goes all the way over the curve of the head, and I just have to sit there just like, well, the haircut's fucked. Like, in that one fell swoop, you're like, I can't do anything. I'm just going to have to take the L. My man goes through the entire haircut. I'm trying to strike up conversation. I'm trying to, like, delude myself from it. The moment that the haircut's over, he immediately knows he fucked up, because I am, like, I'm being nice, but I'm not giving compliments to it. He's like, how's it look? I'm like, yes, yeah, it's good. Yeah, yeah. Just like nothing more than that. He like immediately reaches like, well, actually, I kind of want like this area to like grow out and fill out for next time. And I'm like, buddy, you literally just cut it all the fuck off. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. And it's like, I walked out. It was weird though sitting there because I got like a head cold because it was just like I had so much more hair before this, and I was just like so disheartened. I'm just playing Pokemon Go on my phone to try to delude myself from the crushing reality of how bad the haircut was, and I'm just like, oh God, it is. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. If I was sad because I just got back from an anime convention over the weekend, and usually I don't like to wear the hood with the costume. Obviously, the Fat Gum character's blonde. I can't wear a wig. It's awful. But I just have my hair out because the hood's hot and all that, and it has like a point in the back of it. I really try. I don't have that version of Fat Gum. But no, it was just like the entire time I had the hood up. And negated the point in the back, made sure that it wasn't like going up, but just hiding the haircut as much as possible. Because I think legitimately, like, it does suck. Like, it's funny and all that, and I see that, like, how funny it is, and it's funny to laugh at, and, like, I laugh at it too. But, like, it just does suck that, like, when you wake up, it's like, I can't do anything with it. I could, like, trim down the top even more, but I got a pinhead, so, like, it'll make it worse. So it's better just to, like, say, fuck it, and just try to keep my head turned as much as possible and not look people head on. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is a long rant about the haircut. That's all my YouTube videos are. It's just me ranting. Hopefully I'm gonna start doing skits here soon once I get my screenwriting program paid for again. Yeah, and then do the skits, and then eventually upload my short film, which has gotten good reviews from the people who helped out with it. But granted, they were my friends. My teachers liked it. But they were also cool with me. So I'm trying to get the YouTube algorithm to like me again and post my videos places before I start. I post something that I care a lot about. But hopefully, and this is the only time that I'll do it, when that video comes out, the vampire one, interview with the college vampire. Please, that is like the one. Please, link it to people, send it to people. Like, other than that, the sharing, like, subscribe stuff. If you like it, you'll do it automatically. But like, that's the one that I'm like, please share it. But we'll see that soon. I think it's already almost done editing. I guess maybe I gotta make like a poster and stuff for it, a good thumbnail and stuff like that. Oh, please don't also roast the thumbnails because I suck at graphic design. Like that F1 video, I had no idea what I was doing. I just thought it was kind of like a funny shitpost looking thing. I have no idea how to do a thumbnail. With this one, I'll probably just have me cropped here, or just, I'll just, but I probably won't. I don't know. Hopefully the video is funny somehow. You can listen to it in the background. It's me ranting. It's like me on a podcast for an hour. I'll do what Bill Burr does. I mean, hell, I do like 15 minutes. Just stretch it out to an hour. The PP, Philly's pod, or something like that. I don't know. 2 P's in a pod. Philly's pod. No, okay, I need another person, but did it have a P name? Okay, it doesn't matter. Thanks for watching, and yeah. Hopefully skit out later this week as well, because it's hard as hell to find a film job or internship when there's about to be a major recession. Which means more YouTube content for you. Which is exactly what you want. I can tell. I can tell by your beckoning eyes. I don't know if that's the right word. Okay, that doesn't matter. We know that a second.